Hello folks, and welcome to a reasonably blustery River Waveney. This is the new cut and goes from St Olaves down here to Reedham at the top, which means that boats don't have to go all the way around the outside anymore. But it's good because it's a real low bridge in St Olaves, and it just means that people can get out and about and up the river more easily. So as you can see, I'm not dead. I made a few YouTube videos and then life got ahead of me, and so I stopped making YouTube videos. But I'm trying to get better at the work-life balance. And I always suck at work-life balance because it's all work and no life a lot of the time. So I'm trying to improve that, I'm trying to get better. And so I'm going to get back into making videos, my trips, my sailing adventures. Yeah, so there's a lot to come. A few weeks I'm off down to London with a friend on the boat. We're going to sail straight up the Thames. That should be fun. But today I thought about going out on the boat, but instead I decided that I'd rather take a walk up the bank. I've got my Canon EOS R and a big telephoto lens. We've just seen a heron go over, so I'm hoping that there's going to be some wildlife to spot. Get some nice pictures. A bit of a chat with you guys, and we'll see what we can see. For anyone that's new to the Norfolk Broads, there are a myriad of old windmills. The one's over here. Hopefully you can see that. Those old windmills, they're not, they weren't for making grain or milling, they were for pumping water. Broads, it's a big, open, flat area, and prior to the invention of electronic pumps and all that type of stuff, these windmills, some of which still exist, some of which are pretty knackered. It used to be the way that they would get water pumped into the places they need it, or out of the places they need it, I guess, as well. So I've had a boat on the Broads for 5 or 6 years, I guess now. It's always been here at St Olaves. It's a great little spot to get to different places. But there's also a lot of footpaths and a lot of open space that I've yet to explore. So hopefully during the course of this summer, get some of that as well. Here we go. I was talking about windmills earlier. This over here, you can see the big tube. That's a pumping station of some sort, and they're all over the place to get water out of the fields and into the rivers. You need to be able to pump it out, and they used to be wind powered. Then for a while they were steam powered. Up at Polkey's Mill and elsewhere there's still steam versions kicking around, but most of the time now they're electric. Well, not most of the time, all the time they are electric. Apart from any heritage running of old pumps. But yeah, there's a few boats up and down here today. I can see a yacht over there in the distance. So there's plenty of activity for a Friday. But it really picks up over the weekend, and then of course like the summer holidays and stuff, it's busy up and down here, so I have a habit of avoiding the weekends down here. But the Broads in the winter are great. There's no one here, it's just peaceful. You know, it's cold, but the weather, assuming it's not blowing a gale, is just lovely, and you just get these wild moorings in the middle of nowhere. You can just spend a couple of days there chilling out, doing your work, which is a nice way to live. Yeah, so there's all sorts of disused stuff. That might have been a pump station, it might have been something farming related. I don't quite know, but there's plenty of it around here. Check out the cows, aren't they cool? Big old horns. Yes, mates. Good old cows. And then look at the sailing vessel coming down here. I guess that's how you get into St Olaves. I've literally not been down here before in a boat. Um, but plenty of vessels do. But to get under the bridge, he'll have to drop his mast, drop all his sails, drop his mast. Where is he? He's there somewhere. Right there. Drop his sails, drop his mast, get under the bridge, then put everything back up again, which is probably a little bit sad. You get used to it. Beautiful boat though, look at that. I think I'm going to perch here for a while, see if I can snap some pictures. Yeah, last outing with the EOS R, I suspect, as I've got the R5 coming and a couple of new lenses, just an upgrade. But yeah, it's served me well over the years, so I figure I'll take it out for one last hurrah and see if we get some boats, see if we can get some birds. Who knows? I'm just going to lurk for a while and see what we get. Don't want to die from fishing pole electrocution. That would be a bad way to go out. Can tell you what, I 100% picked the wrong leg wear today. So this grass is just chopping my legs to pieces. I must say, apart from my done-in legs, it is serenely peaceful out here. Just seen what I think was probably a buzzard. Ah. So again, hopefully, I took some photos that don't stuck, and they'll be on the screen now. Um, but yeah, I think this is as far as I'm going to walk because I am just chewing my legs up. Ow. Um, I've come out and done what I needed to do, so I'm going to wander back, and then I'm going to Going to St Olaves, I think, take a few photographs in the centre of the village, see if we can get some nice boat shots or something. There's a boat yard that deals with the vintage wooden boats and things, so let's see what I can get down there. And I only brought one battery out for you guys, I'm afraid. I failed in my mission and I forgot the extra batteries. So, should we do a bit of a time lapse and head that direction? And we'll reconvene at the far end.
Picture a landscape of sprawling waterways, punctuated by quaint villages brimming with wildlife and echoing with tales from the ages. This is the Norfolk Broads, a historical and ecological marvel nestled in the heart of East Anglia. This intriguing network of lakes and rivers, known as Broads, traces its history back to medieval times. A window to the past, these landscapes carry the imprints of our ancestors' endeavours, a testament to their resilience, ingenuity and adaptation to the environment. In the 9th and 10th centuries, the region witnessed rapid deforestation driven by the need for timber to construct boats, buildings and fuel for heating. As the forested land opened up, peat began to form, a rich resource that the locals were quick to capitalise on. The peat was dug out in large quantities, primarily for fuel, creating pits that over time flooded and formed the characteristic water bodies that we see today. This unique landscape took form during the Middle Ages, but it wasn't until the 19th century that the truth about their origins was revealed. For a long time, these Broads were believed to be the work of Mother Nature. It was only when geographer James Geeky proposed that these lakes seemed man-made did perspective on the Norfolk Broads shift. Enter the 20th century, a period of renaissance for the Broads. They gradually transformed from a commercial landscape to a holiday destination, a paradise for boating, fishing and birdwatching. This shift was further emphasised by the declaration of the Norfolk Broads as a national park in the 1980s, an important milestone in preserving the region's natural and historical significance. The Norfolk Broads are not just about picturesque waterways and historical significance, they are also an ecological wonder, home to a variety of plants and animals, some of which are rare and protected. These wetlands play a vital role in preserving biodiversity. It's a living, breathing ecosystem, beautifully balanced and brimming with life. One can't forget the quintessentially Norfolk windmills that dot the landscape that I mentioned earlier. Historically used for drainage purposes, these structures add an undeniable charm to the Broads. Some of these mills, meticulously restored, serve as historical landmarks, connecting the present to the past and providing a glimpse into the region's cultural heritage. Today, the Norfolk Broads stand as a testament to the enduring harmony between man and nature. They embody the age-old adaptability of humans, our respect for nature, and our unwavering spirit of innovation. So whether you're navigating its meandering waterways, marvelling at the wider range of wildlife, or simply soaking in the peace and tranquility the region offers, remember, you're not just in a national park, you're amidst living history, witnessing the story of centuries unfold. The Norfolk Broads, a journey back in time, an ecological haven, a region rich with heritage, and amidst the ebb and flow of its waters, it continues to weave tales of history, humanity, and harmony.
So there we go, folks. A little trip out in and around St Olaves and the Norfolk Broads. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit disjointed, and the first one in a long time. But there's lots of exciting stuff coming. And I think it's important to remember. Life's all about perspective, and sometimes I forget that fact. Don't worry, this channel's not all going to be about my own mental health, but I think it's important to discuss this stuff. And getting out and here and centering myself, I think is the term that they use, is important in amongst the swallows and the herons and the kites and the buzzards, seals. So yeah, here's the Broads. There'll be more stuff coming from here in the canoe.
and then offshore in the yacht as well. So I hope you look forward to it. Like and subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. And I'll see you next time.